So I wanted to come and do a little chit chat video for you guys, just going into more detail about finding balance. That is a question that I get so much. I guess when people see that I am doing so many things, they're like, how is she doing all of these things? So, from running multiple businesses, from juggling 4 kids, taking care of myself, being a mother, a friend to many, a sister, a daughter, and it looks like I do it all with ease, but I am here to tell you, baby, it is the opposite of ease. It can be, I'm not going to say it is difficult. It can be difficult sometimes. And it's been a process. Balance is something that I don't have one definition for it. I think that it's how you see balance. For me, balance was giving everything equal parts of me. But over time, and as I had more kids, I later understood that that is not true. And society's traditional definition of what balance was didn't work for me. So some of us may have to shift how we view balance because we're chasing this idea of balance that just may not exist for our lives. I knew that having the schedule that I have and my husband having the schedule he has, that we had to communicate on what real balance looks like for our family. And for a while we didn't have it. You know, we just thought, okay, work, come home, make sure we spend a little time with the kids, and okay, go to sleep. And that was probably more for him because I would spend more time with the kids. So balance would look a little different for me. But I always like to start with when you're trying to find balance or you're trying to create a sense of balance, you want to prioritize the things that are most important to you. And it's not that you have to have those things as number one on your list all the time, but majority of the time they should be at the top of your list. So for me, as an example, it would be my kids, my husband, and myself. So those should be my top 3 priorities. No matter how busy I get, those 3 things should always be a part of what balance looks like for me. So it's giving to myself, giving to the kids, and giving to my husband. And you know, sometimes I'm not going to be able to give to the business. Sometimes I'm not going to be able to give to my academics in the way that I would like to. And for me, I am an overachiever. I am an overanalyzer. I am a perfectionist. So with all of those things comes a level of anxiety. And I cope with things the best that I can. So I definitely, y'all know I'm in therapy. So I don't know if y'all new to my channel. I am in therapy. It is personal therapy. I am in marriage, therapy for the marriage. And then we now have family. So it is all 3 of us. And all of these levels for our family dynamic, we all see one person. So that helps. And I'm learning to share my therapist with people. I really don't like to share her. And she's a therapist / life coach. So I know a lot of people could use her, but I don't like to share her. But I'm learning to share her with people that I feel align with the things or the way that she handles life, and that the way that she teaches how to handle life. So yeah, having therapy has also helped me perfect what it is that balance looks like or how I can create it. And like I said, it constantly changes. So because I'm back in school, I had to revisit, well, what does balance look like now that you're in school? So now that I'm in school, I'm not working. So Monday through Friday, this is what my schedule looks like. And I should not be doing anything on the weekend as it relates to my education. So that was something that she pointed out to me. And I was like, you know what, you're right. If I'm home while the kids are in school, that is my time to dedicate to my business, to dedicate to myself, and to dedicate to my studies. So when the weekend comes, I have that time for the kids, and I have the remainder of the day for the kids. And then I have the time that's allotted for my husband. So I'm going to try to continue to talk about this a lot with you guys because I think it is important for everybody to truly get a feel of what balance is and just get out of this traditional mindset that balance has to be set this way. And this is how it always has to be. It does not always have to be that way. Our responsibilities and our roles in life, they change. And when those things change, balance for us looks different. Balance for me versus balance for one of my friends might look different. My friends, one of them may not have kids. So I'm just using anybody as an example. Let's just say Solange, my friend Solange. So Solange doesn't have any kids. Solange is in school and Solange does work. What her responsibilities may require of her might be a little different from mine. So balance for her may be, when I come home from work, I want to make sure that I'm able to take care of my studies for school. And then outside of that, I want to make sure I do some me time. So when exams and stuff is coming up, she might not have me time because she is cramming for these exams. She's, meeting up with people for study groups and stuff like that. And different things may change on the job. So when those things change on the job, maybe it requires more from her for her schedule. So now her 8-hour days have turned into 10, 11-hour days. So it just looks different. So if you guys understand what I'm saying, or if you don't, make sure you comment below so that I can kind of go more into detail with you guys so you understand. And I'll try to make it as digestible as possible and gentle, and in a way that you can feel that it resonates with you, because I don't want anything that I speak about on my channel to be something that is very foreign to you. I wanted to use the words that we all speak. We speak the same language here. And if you're not, just turn the captions on, and I don't know how it works if it's like a different language or whatever, but I want to just make sure that I'm speaking to you in a gentle way, and that this shares with you how I experience things, and hope that it opens the door for you as it relates to creating balance. So if you are a mother, if you are a wife, if you are a sister, if you are a best friend, if you are an auntie, if you are a dog mom, if you are just a big boss, life will always continue to change for you. And when you let go of certain people, and when you introduce yourself to new things, and when you take on new tasks or responsibilities, it will continue to change. So mapping out constantly and revisiting what balance looks like for you in this space you are in your life is very important. But if I say nothing else, I want to make sure that you understand that you're at the top of that. So even though there are times that you may not be able to give all that you need to yourself, there are still small doses of self-care that you can provide for yourself. So even if I say this is my study guide that I'm going to do for the entire week, I can still take at least 15 minutes to myself between those. So 2 hours of studying here, 1 hour of cramming here, I can give 15 minutes to myself. So whether that's taking a trip to go get ice cream, meditating, catching a quick show on TV, just to relax your mind from all of the responsibilities and stress that you have going on, you can do that. But give a little to yourself. Small doses. It's not, oh, you know what, I'm going to take this trip. I'm going to, go to the spa this weekend. And, it can still be those things. But sometimes when you feel like you have to put yourself second or third on the list sometimes, but majority of the time you should be number one. But those times that you find when you have to move yourself down on the list, I want you to understand that you can still give to yourself in small doses. It is sometimes difficult to navigate spaces and making sure, because moms deal with mommy guilt. So if you're not a mom, mommy guilt is when you have so much on your plate that you're doing and you feel that it is taking you away from your kids, or doing something for yourself and you're like, oh, but I could have did this for my kids. So it's feeling bad for doing the right things that nurture you as a mom. And mommy guilt was something that I often dealt with, and I still do sometimes, depending on what it is. But I have learned to give myself grace, in the words of my therapist, and know that I deserve these things. I deserve these things. So when it comes to me prioritizing myself on the way that I define balance, I know that I deserve to be at the top of that list. Like, I deserve to make sure that I am giving to myself, that I give more to me than I do everybody else, because there are times where you just like, I'm tired. And you just don't have it in you. And even when you find those moments, I always say rest, refocus, relax and breathe and gather yourself. But come back to you. Don't do all of that and then go back out into the world. No, come back to you first. We're going to learn how to prioritize on this channel, because wellness is a big thing for me. And if you get nothing else from this chit chat, prioritizing yourself is the key, the true key to finding balance. And please comment, let me know what your dynamic in life looks like, whether you are single, dating, if you have kids, if you are a boss, if you are in school, if you are trying to start a business, if you are at the end of school, you're almost done, so you're trying to find your way after that. Let me know what that is, and maybe we can chit chat in the comments, or head over to Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at The Anna Inspires, or TikTok, same at The Anna Inspires, or Twitter, The Anna Inspires. And let's have fun with this conversation. I'm gonna do a few more videos. We'll talk about a lot of more wellness things. And if you have something you would like me to talk about or share, then I would love to do that. I come from living a life of 30 plus years. I have been married for almost 9 years married, and I feel like it will be 13 years together. And I'm a mother of 4, 13, 10, 4, and 2. So I got a little experience, to the OGs, it's nothing. My marriage is nothing. It's still like a baby compared to OGs, but I am very wise, and I like to share in an unbiased way. So if you feel like you need someone to just have gentle conversations with, I'm here. Be sure to support me wherever you see Well Black Girl, and be sure to go listen to our guided meditation. So that's it. On TikTok, you can find short versions of how to find balance, part 1, 2, and 3. I think I only put up 1 for now, but it's going to be 2 and 3 coming up later. But y'all be well, take care of yourselves, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done that. Peace.